And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Ooh, we just wrapped up with the quarterfinals of the Korean StarCraft League week number 64, and now we're here with the semis. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of ley lines, we have the South Korean Protoss player, the red Protoss representing himself, but he just took down herO. It is Zoun. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the South Korean Protoss, the blue Protoss player representing Weibo Gaming, WBG. It is herO. Let us go. Ooh. As we have another PvP ahead of us here. Again, what's important is that Zoun, he actually has been taking down herO time and time again in these weekly tournaments. I think it was in the most recent Lima League that herO got his revenge. I say recent Lima League, I want to say it was maybe the November finals, where herO was able to take Zoun down. But again, Zoun has been on fire in this matchup. In general, I say this all the time, Zoun's best matchups are PvP and PvT. He has brought down the best Terran and Protoss players in the world in the past couple of months, but it is usually PvZ where he does struggle the most. Whether it's against players like Dark, Shin, Solar, the Korean Zerg players usually have his number. But in every other matchup, hey, Zoun, he is arguably the favorite player. But also it's a PvP, so it's chaotic. It's a very chaotic series, and we'll see how our players do embrace this. So far, 2-gate opener out of herO. Likewise, we do have Zoun with a gate cyber opener instead. Okay, you have my attention. Zoun. Max Pax, is that you? Let's go. So Zoun going for a gated to cyber core. What does this mean? This means that Zoun should be going for a second gas into a Stargate, into an expansion on the low ground. This is Max Pax's go-to opener, and he is asking to be all in. herO, does he respond? Does he comply? Now herO going for a standard 2-gate opener. We have seen herO embracing this build as well in recent weeks. I'm curious if Zoun is maybe enamored with herO as well, as he has kind of embraced the Max Pax opener. So far, Cybercore is done. A double Stalker follow-up here out of herO. Makes sense. Double Stalker into a third and fourth Stalker. My eyes are on these probes. Or does herO set up a pylon across the map? Going in for a further scout. Zoun going for the Nexus before the Stargate. Ooh, very greedy. Very greedy here by Zoun. Cutting corners. And herO, does he just expand behind this? Does he just play it out? So far, I guess so. Yeah, there's no proxy. Stalkers, they move out across the map. herO, he does have a third and fourth Stalker on the way, so he's continuing mass Stalker production. Technically, the probe is moving out for potentially a proxy pylon. Third gateway, won't be still in. Yep, there we go. I was like, for a moment there, I was like, yo, is herO going to expand? The answer is no. No. Third gateway gets thrown down, which means it should be setting up a proxy across the map. This will be for either a fourth gateway or even it's too late for herO. So it should be a 1-base, 4-gate all-in from herO. There's a pylon. herO poking in. Zoun back at home. Can he hold? Can he survive? Now, the downside, there's a reason why Max Pax doesn't go for this specific variation. There's a reason why Max Pax usually goes Stargate before expansion, because then Max Pax can make Void Rays. And Void Rays defensively, I mean, they can hold their own in PvP. That's kind of like their one role in this matchup, to be honest. And we don't have that available here. Going for a second gateway into a Twilight Council. No Robo either. Zoun, this is a bold defense. Throws down extra gateways. But the Twilight Council isn't going to help. It's not going to help here. There's that fourth gate. Zoun going into DTs. I mean, sure. Why not? Okay, that's a way to do it. There is no detection for herO. But I feel like it's going to take too long. It's going to take far too long. herO, he's on how many Stalkers? He's on 9. And 9 Stalkers against 3. He's pushing in. He waddles forward. And he can 2-shots. And he can 2-shot the army. Even 1-shot the Warping and Stalker. And Zoun's overwhelmed. He's just overwhelmed from this point forward. He's down to 1 Stalker left. The probes are targeted. GG. Oh, wait, never mind. there we go. That's a bit concerned what the characters were. But GG is going to be called. And with that, herO will take game number 1. GG. I don't know if Zoun said GG in both Korean and English. But there we go. Does take it. herO does take it. And again, just a crazy build out of Zoun to go for the initial gate cyber into Nexus. Again, you're usually like asking for an all-in at that point. He tried to respond with a Dark Shrine, with a Twilight Council, but again, DTs, they take far too long to come into play there, and as we saw, he didn't have the luxury of having that time. In the end, herO does snowball out of control. And now we're getting into game number 2. Jumping into game 2, going to be loading into Abyssal Reef. And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Abyssal Reef, we have the red Protoss player, currently down in the series. We'll see if he can bounce back. We'll see if he does go for another crazy opener. It is Zoun. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have the other South Korean Protoss player, the blue Protoss representing Weibo Gaming, WBG, leading the series 1-0. It is herO. Go. As our workers do move out, both herO and Zoun, they set up on the high ground. Similar to Neon Violet Square, going for an economic opener here with a low ground setup looks quite risky on this map, just because you can attack from a different flank, from a different angle. You don't actually have high ground advantage, not as much as you would on a map like Ultra Love, for example. So we're going for standard openers, and this time we'll see if Zoun throws down a gateway. He does not, neither does herO. Both players are mirroring each other. Now, I did mention this in game 1, how herO has been himself going for a Max Axis build from time to time. We even saw that in Max Axis herO last week during the Pigo Store Monday, and we might see that here as well. Oh my god, gate into Nexus! Zoun, he sees the economic opener, he raises you. Jesus, this is almost the greediest build you can go for. The greediest build is Nexus first. Just straight up, just straight raw Nexus first, which is crazy over it, which is wild. But even here, gate expand insane from Zoun. herO, he scouts, he confirms, he knows how greedy his opponent's being. And how does herO respond? Does he respond himself? I mean, with a gate cyber opener, he should be expanding here, but he might respond with an all-in. Might try to. Meanwhile, as we settle in, shout out to Ryu in the chat. Gracias, papi, gracias. Thank you so much for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. Hope you had a great time. Gracias, papi, gracias. Get some rest, papi. I know it's quite late. in the land of Italy, but I hope you did well. And thank you. Thank you so much. Gracias, gracias. As we're settling into the semifinals of the Korean StarCraft League. In the semifinals, there we go. Stargate opener out of herO. He's just going Stargate open into an expand. Okay, herO, he's going to be quite far behind when it comes to the worker counts, but he has potential for damage. And herO should expand. There we go. Nexus is on the way. Anda mimir, papi, anda mimir. As we have our standard opener out of herO, greedy opener out of Zoun. Probes are building up. It's going to be on herO to try to, again, reciprocate and stabilize and get some economic damage done across the map. Oracle's on the way. Not just the Oracle's Adepts as well. It's going to be on Zoun to defend, to keep up with both Adept and Oracle harass. See if he can. herO is moving out. We'll threaten the shade towards the natural. And doesn't quite commit yet. Denies mining time. Oracle towards the main. Stalker's in position. Zoun is ready. Oracle gets deflected. Adepts don't commit. herO just playing it patiently here. Zoun does take a worker lead. Up in probes, he gets one probe. He gets two. Two probe kills so far. Not bad. herO getting damage. Shading in towards the main. Oh! Does dive into the main. We're just getting one more probe in the main. That's going to be 3 worker kills. Can he get 4? Oh, not quite. He will. Gets 4, gets 5, gets 6, 7. say 7, 8 workers go down in total. Nice damage dealt here by herO, and just like that, herO does take a worker lead. So despite going for a later Nexus because of the Oracle harass, because of the Adept harass, he makes up for that. Makes up for it, takes a lead, takes an advantage. Now the pressure is on Zoun. Behind this, Zoun will have much faster Blink Stalkers. He's got 2 gateways so far. Attempts to rush into a third, but is delayed. No shot. The greed. Jesus. I mean, it is Abyssal Reef. One of the big features of this map is how large it is and how long the rush distance is by ground. How defendable you are on 4 or 5 bases. herO takes his own third. We're gearing up towards a longer game. herO does have that slight economic advantage. Hallucination confirms that Zoun did indeed expand. Could have been a fake out, and Zoun could have gone for like a gateway explosion into an all-in. Hallucination confirms that is not the case. Robo follow-up into Forge, into upgrades. Zoun still gearing up. Likewise, so is herO. And Zoun confirms. Zoun, he sees that his Forge is late, as herO's is already done. So Zoun is going to be slightly behind in upgrades. Slightly. Is aware. Now we can settle in. As we head towards the mid game, a lot of this will come down to positional play, whether one can outposition the other, hit the third, hit the natural, get into the bases. Again, it is a large map. As we do see is Zoun just taking up even further. Considering that Zoun knows he's going to be down in upgrades, it would make sense if Zoun just played defensively. If he just stayed at home and fortified himself, teched up into charge, into Archons, into disruptors. Really, I'm going to be looking at herO to be the active player. Going to be looking to herO here. So we have the Bay behind this. So Zoun taking a risk, but he's going to be skipping Archons and going straight for the Bay, straight for Disruptors. Meanwhile, herO throwing down a massive gateway explosion. It's going to be 6 gates on the way. 4th base as well. This is a risky move by Zoun, but it can more than pay off. 100%. Disruptors, they may have been nerfed in the other matchups, but they're still quite potent in PvP. Very potent. They're still one-shot. As Zoun pulls away. Zoun pulls away, gets a 4th base, blinks over the wall, going for the 4th of herO. herO across the map. He's not quite in position. Mineral line is under fire. Oh, the stasis! Up! Ooh. Doesn't quite go off. Zoun gets 2. Gets 2 workers. Disruptor production has begun. 2nd robo's on the way for double disruptor production. He's getting there. Getting there. Likewise here, moving out. Does have a massive amount of zealots, and without those Novas popping off, I mean, Zoun is going to have a hard time holding on. Nova goes up. Oh! Doesn't quite connect. herO committing in. And here comes the 2nd Nova. Once again, no major connection. And herO, he dives on the army. Disruptors have to pull back. Expansion is going to be falling. And herO, he can continue. He can continue here. Moving towards the middle line. 3rd Disruptor has arrived. Better Nova towards the end. There is a better Nova. Takes down the Archon. But after all this, the 4th base does fall. herO, he brings it down. And he could try to keep pushing for now, waiting for reinforcements. Poking in. Oh, the Nova. I connect. Zoun trying to hold on. Down in supply. Novas have reset. And he was just waiting for his moment. Oh! Ooh, takes down one sentry. And I believe that was all 3 Novas. Yeah, now here he can aim move in. He can charge forward. Collapse on the Stalkers. Focus on the Disruptors. He gets, oh, does take it over to the face. Oh, wait, the friendly fire. GG gets called. And herO, he will overwhelm. He will take down Zoun 2-0. Will advance on to the grand finals. GG. GG, well played. When you rush into disruptors like that, you have to make them count, and unfortunately it took far too long for the Novas to connect with those Stalkers. More often than not, we saw herO splitting, avoiding damage. We saw one Nova connect with an Archon. We saw Nova connect with like 1 or 2 Zealots at a time. Nothing major, and as a result, herO was able to punish the greed of Zoun. GG. GG, well played, did punish. And with that, herO will advance on to the grand finals, and the question becomes, who will face off against him in those finals? Who is it going to be? As up next, we have a PvZ between Dark and Classic. Let's go.